Fight time, we definitely gonna try to take each other heads off, and the closer the fight goes, we both gonna be eager to, show who's the more dominant.
I'm gonna pick a side. I'm going with Crawford. I'm here to support.
But boxing IQ is off the charts. You know what I'm saying? Next to Canelo, not taking nothing.
Crawford shocked Piers Morgan on Live TV with just 5 words. "We're going to take each other's heads off," but he didn't stop there. Crawford confidently said, "A win against Canelo Alvarez would put me on Mount Rushmore." His bold words and clear message left viewers speechless. This wasn't just talk, it was a powerful statement of intent, setting the stage for what could be an unforgettable fight.
Right, in camp. But, a win against Canelo Alvarez, what it would do to my career would put me, on Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
I think I would be one of the greatest fighters.
At a recent press conference, Terence Crawford showed just how confident he is. He openly mocked Canelo Alvarez's looks and gave a clear warning about what's coming. But his words weren't just for attention, they came from a focused fighter ready to shake up boxing again. This kind of energy shows Crawford isn't just trying to win, he's out to dominate and leave a lasting impact.
Yeah. The only running that I'm going to be doing is running upside his head, and I can assure you that. Facts. And he got a big head, too.
Promoter Eddie Hearn shared how impressed he was with Terence Crawford's mindset. After talking to him, what stood out most, according to Hearn, was Crawford's strong belief in his skills and preparation. Even though facing someone as powerful and experienced as Canelo is a big risk, Crawford remains confident, not just hopeful, but sure of himself. Hearn's words show the kind of self-belief that only top-level athletes have when they're fully prepared and clear about their goals.
Forwards, to be honest with you, like when I talk to Bud, I kind of he convinces me that he's going to win the fight because he's such a believer in his own ability, and he's very convincing. And then you see the presser yesterday, and I thought Canelo looked really well. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, he's a big lump, so I was always Canelo. Then I sort of lent.
Respected trainer Bill Haney has also joined the growing number of boxing experts backing Terence Crawford. He didn't just name Crawford as the likely winner, he fully supported him and showed he's in Crawford's corner both mentally and emotionally. For someone with Haney's experience to stand by Crawford says a lot. He's seen many champions come and go, and his support shows the deep respect Crawford has earned from those who truly know the sport.
For everybody that was straddling the fence, straddling got your pants split at the seams. You got to pick a side. I'm going with Crawford. I'm here to support Crawford. He done signed up to do what everybody thought that he wasn't trying to be, a generational talent. Another fighter on the Mount Rushmore of boxing. Yeah, so don't split your pants. Pick one.
Trainer Derek James gave a serious warning to Canelo's team, saying that Terence Crawford is not like any opponent they've faced before. He explained that while most of Canelo's past opponents struggled to adapt during a fight, Crawford excels in those moments. James highlighted Crawford's unique mix of timing, movement, and unpredictability skills that can throw off even the best prepared fighters. His message was clear. Underestimating Crawford's versatility would be a big mistake.
Crawford he believes he's doing it. Like, he believes he's the one. So that's the difference between him and any other fighter that Canelo fight. Because Canelo, people fight the idea of Canelo Alvarez opposed to fighting the individual. The thought of him is what puts fear in their heart. But he doesn't care about that because he's Terence Crawford, so it's a totally different thing. So if he can implement his strategy and ride it out to the end of the fight, he's going to be successful. But if Canelo can do what he needs to do, and his timing has to be on point, because he's not that fast as Crawford is. It's all about time.
Brian Bomack McIntyre, the strategist behind Crawford's success, made it clear that Crawford is in top form. He said Crawford's preparation has been perfect from cardio and strength training to film study and sparring. Bomac believes Crawford is not only physically ready, but also mentally sharp and fully focused. In his view, Crawford's high ring, IQ, and strong boxing fundamentals give him the edge he needs to win the fight.
Makes fights. Bud got the better skills, and he got the better mind, too.
Do you think with the styles in mind, but also the weight in mind, he can get that job done based on he's just so much more excelling in the skills?
You know what? He gonna get the job done. I promise you that. He'll get the job done. You know, because you know, boxing IQ is off the charts. You know what I'm saying? Next to Canelo, not taking nothing away from him, but just a little.
Bomac also responded to a common criticism about Crawford's resume that he hasn't faced elite opponents. He argued that this idea comes from the fact that Crawford dominates so completely that even top-level fighters end up looking average. According to Bomac, this doesn't mean the competition is weak. It shows how brilliant Crawford is in the ring. His ability to shut down threats and make tough fights look easy, Bomac says, is the real sign of greatness.
About the pound-for-pound #1 in the world, Terence Crawford, always making headlines these days. He's cemented his legacy. I think certified Hall of Famer whenever he wraps it up. Stepped up in weight, won another world title last time out. Now they're talking about this fight with Canelo Alvarez. It was interesting to see the comments from Canelo on how he sort of assessed Bud Crawford's career. I almost feel after the Spence fight that was like an exclamation point on everything he's done, maybe from the critics who never gave him credit, but it almost seems like Canelo was downplaying his achievements. What do you make of that? Is that to build a fight? Because it sells itself.
Well, I can tell you like this. I think Crawford rebuttal was everybody always say he hasn't fought nobody, or everybody that he fought was a no name. But I'm gonna tell you like this: what Crawford said. Well, they was something until Crawford fought him. So obviously he's doing a great job because he's making everybody look normal.
Not everyone, like when they go against Canelo, I don't think there's anyone else in boxing who you would ask and say this is a possible task for. But for Crawford, because of his pound-for-pound abilities, and apparently no rehydration clause. Am I hearing that right? He wants full smoke at that weight.
Let's go, man. That's what Crawford wants. He wants to show the world that he's the best. So, and why put stipulations in there when you know that you can be the best? So let's go test ourselves.
Leading up to the fight has been intense, with both fighters trading words and showing serious tension during face-offs. Fans are hooked by the energy every shove, stare down, and sharp comment adds to the excitement. What started as a battle for titles has become something much bigger. Now, it's about pride, identity, and proving who truly deserves to be at the top of the boxing world.
Pushes Crawford. This might be the biggest fight the past 50 years. This is gonna be crazy, guys. Look at this. Look. Dana White in the middle, UFC involved, WWE involved. Y'all think this was real? It looked real to me. I don't know. Crawford was staring them down too.
Speculation is growing that Canelo might be underestimating how dangerous Crawford really is. Many fans and analysts believe Crawford's power is underrated and could even lead to Canelo's first knockout loss. What makes Crawford so dangerous isn't just strength, it's his precision and unpredictability. He doesn't rely on pure force. He sets traps and lands punches with perfect timing. A lot of people think Canelo might not be ready for a threat like this.
He's about to get knocked out for the first time in his career. Y'all really playing with Crawford, bro. Y'all don't realize how much power Crawford actually has. I don't care what weight class he's coming up from. Canelo has never fought anybody like Crawford. I'm just kidding, bro. Obviously, I'm just kidding, bro. You guys, you really thought I was with the bullshit? Like, come on, we know. Yo, Canelo different, bro. He's looking like a lion right now, like the king of the jungle type shit with the stare down, bro. Like this man, if y'all really think this man is gonna get knocked down, this guy has, look, You could say they both the same size. You know what I'm saying? He got a longer reach, whatever. But this dude has fought bigger and better opponents than Crawford. And he has never gotten dropped a single time in his career. You think this little guy is going to do something to Canelo? I'm going to keep it a buck. If he manages to knock down Canelo, I'm going to give Crawford all the props in the world, because that would be crazy. But he's not doing.
Despite all the talk about size and weight class risks, Crawford is entering the fight with unshakable confidence. He doesn't see it as a gamble, but as just another challenge to conquer. Throughout his career, he's performed best under pressure and defeated opponents who were expected to beat him. For Crawford, this fight is about breaking limits and showing that true greatness in boxing isn't about size, it's about skill, determination, and heart. His focus is driven by purpose, not hype.
The excuses why he don't want to take a fight with me. If it's all about business, then you doing good business. If I'm easy work, I heard him say I'm easy work. If I was easy work, well, you know, you would take all that money that he's offering you. But yet and still, he want $200 million for Benavidez, and he want $150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his legacy, because it would be crazy for a guy that started at 135 to come all the way up to 168, your weight, no catch weight, no none of that, and dethrone you. So, you know, he got that in the back of his head. You know, this guy, for one, he's tough. For two,
interestingly, despite all the pre-fight drama, both fighters have shown mutual respect. Beyond the trash talk, they've recognized each other's skill and professionalism. A video of them sharing a meal has gone viral, reminding fans that behind the rivalry is real sportsmanship. It's a rare mixed public tension mixed with private respect, which adds more depth to their showdown. This balance of respect and intensity makes their upcoming fight even more exciting as honor and aggression meet in the...
I don't like this right here. I don't like this at all. Now, I know y'all love Turkey. I like him too. He puts on good fights. And I get that he's trying to show that, hey, through the sport, it's love and unison. No matter who's the biggest, the baddest, whatever, they still support each other. And I'm cool with that. But before the fight, I need that feel of, oh man, yeah, these two going at it. These two want to beat each other's ass. They want to knock each other out. That's how a fight build-up should be. I shouldn't be seeing these two sitting across from each other eating. Now, I'm not even talking about promotion. The fight doesn't need to be promoted. Two of the biggest fighters of our era, bang. But I need the promotion of oh yeah, I want to get violent with this person. I want to knock this person's head off. I'm not saying they're not going to put on a good fight. I'm just saying I want the build-up. That's what makes the fight even better. It's the build-up. Look at all the past fights that happened. Even recently, Ryan Garcia in Tank. Shit, Ryan Garcia and freaking Haney. You know, fights like that. The build-up was so, because even in the pre-fight, it was hatred or, hey, I want to beat you up type stuff. Now it's oh, I'm sitting across from you eating dinner, laughing. Nah, man, we can do this after the fight. That's fine. But before that fight, I'm locked in. I want to see that. Oh, I'm locked in. I'm ready to knock him out. I don't know. That's just my opinion. You know, I know a lot of y'all have your opinions, but comment what y'all think about this and follow your boy.
Commentators from outlets like the Showbiz, the adult highlight that timing matters more than raw power in this matchup. While Canelo is known for having one of the toughest chins in boxing, they believe Crawford's real danger lies in his ability to find the perfect opening. It's not just how hard Crawford hits its when and where he lands the shot. Analysts warn that Canelo could walk into something unexpected, something he's never faced before, and if that happens, it might lead to the first knockout loss of his legendary
question I have, which I didn't ask before, because Canelo's chin is one of the greatest chins in history. But looking at the size of Crawford, if he can keep his speed, he's definitely going to keep his timing. He's definitely going to keep his accuracy. Crawford is a knockout artist. The reason why Crawford is a knockout artist is because of his hand-eye coordination, accuracy, and timing. He hits you with shit that you're not expecting. That shit that he hit Errol Spence with, he didn't expect it. That's why he dropped. Same thing with Kell Brook. He's going to hit Canelo with something weird. Canelo ain't going to be able to roll out of it because Crawford's timing is different. Canelo's going to get hit with flush. But the thing is, Berlanga hit Canelo flush after the bell. So that lets you know what kind of chin he has. I'm just saying, can he stymie, can he bell ring Canelo a little bit? Can he sting him a bit to make Canelo not tank?
Veteran boxing journalist Dan Rafael shared a deeper view on why Crawford took this fight. For Crawford, it's not about money, it's about legacy. He wants to be remembered not just as a champion, but as someone who had the courage to face the sport's biggest names, no matter the weight or the risk. Rafael admits it's a dangerous move, but says it's the kind of bold step that turns great fighters into legends. It's high risk, high reward, and Crawford is all.
I think Terence Crawford is a marvelous boxer, arguably the best in the world, pound for pound. But can you hurt Canelo? If you can't hurt him, I have no doubt he can outbox him. My issue is, if you can't hurt him, what kind of a challenge can you truly pose? What do you say to that?
No, that's a great point. I mean, here's the thing. Canelo Alvarez has a historically great chin. Now, I go back way back when he first came to the United States and started boxing, and he found himself on an HBO pay-per-view undercard years and years ago, fighting against the older brother of the great Miguel Cotto. His name was Jose Miguel Cotto, and he had gotten a ton of hype. He had signed with Golden Boy Promotions, and a lot of those of us in the media, and I had seen him a couple of times before that. This is my first time seeing him in person, really paying close attention, and he almost got knocked out in the first round. And I remember Stephen A., all of us looking around at Media Row going, what the heck is this all hype about? This man can't take a shot. He's going to get drilled. He was lucky that the fight was over, that the round was over in round one, or there might have been some much more trouble. Stephen A., that was like, I don't know, 16, 17 years ago. I've never seen him wobbled, rocked, physically, visibly hurt since then. He has an all-time great chin going in the ring with tremendous punchers. Terence Crawford coming up 2 weight classes. Do any damage? Yeah, he's a slick boxer, and he's also a good puncher in the welterweight division, in the junior welterweight division, in the lightweight division. But even at junior middleweight, which is where Terence Crawford had his most recent fight back in August, when he moved up and he won a world title, he didn't blow the doors off. He fought a very tough, solid opponent named Israel Madrimov. He gave him a good fight. It was very close. Madrimov's people seem to think he might have even been able to edge it out. But if you can't hurt an Israel Madrimov at 154, what the heck are you going to do with Canelo Alvarez, the sturdiest guy in the world, at 168? So that aspect of it is certainly a problem. You mentioned about Charlo. Charlo was there to get his check. I know one thing about Terence Crawford. He's not going to just come to turn up to get the check. He'll at least try. And
on a technical level, this matchup is fascinating. Canelo's patient, pressure-heavy style is a sharp contrast to Crawford's smooth, adaptable approach. While Canelo focuses on timing and punishing body shots, Crawford uses speed, angles, and rhythm changes to stay in control. Experts agree. The early rounds will be key. If Crawford can keep his distance and disrupt Canelo's rhythm, he could take the lead. But if Canelo gets inside and goes to the body, things could get tough. It's shaping up to be a true tactical battle.
Canelo, he likes to go to the same combinations, quite repetitively, whereas Crawford is unpredictable. And despite him not having the size, it's the shots that you don't see that hurt the most. And maybe Crawford can hit him with some unexpected shit. And because of the repetitiveness of Canelo, maybe he can time him. Maybe he can counterpunch with him, because Crawford is unbelievable at that. But I'm fascinated to see if Crawford has the power to get the respect of Canelo Alvarez, because when you don't, it's a long night. It's not nice. Like Crawford did well against Madrimov, and he won that fight for me quite clearly. But Madrimov was countering him. If you can counter the counter puncher, you can give them a lot of problems when they're not used to that. And Canelo can counter people really well. And as great as Terence Crawford is, we've never seen him in there with someone with the power of Canelo Alvarez. This is a different world of power. And look, maybe Canelo doesn't throw as many shots as he used to, and maybe Crawford might look at that and go, you know what, I'm going to try and outpoint this guy, not get into a war with him, but just show my boxing, genius and outpoint him and outland him. That's possible. It is. This is why this is such a fascinating matchup, man. We've been treated to some amazing fights. Usyk Fury, for example, this is another one of those mega fights on Riyadh season. Again, I'm disappointed for Jake Paul, but I am happy for boxing fans, because my God, this is the treat of the year. And look, I'd love to see Canelo in there with a Hamza Shiraz. I love Hamza Shiraz. He's one of my favorite fighters in the world. And I think
Strategy is everything. He believes Crawford's real edge comes from his ability to read opponents, adjust in the moment, and stay sharp under pressure. While he respects Canelo's power and experience, Bomac is confident that Terence will spot and exploit Canelo's weaknesses. From foot placement to punch choices, every detail has been carefully trained in camp. Crawford isn't just getting ready to fight, he's preparing to outthink, outmaneuver, and outclass a champion.
Fucking great about it, man. Just talking to Bud, and he motivated. He ready to go.
He's been waiting a long time for this fight. You know what I mean? You guys are taking off a long time. Just waiting for the Canelo fight. You haven't fought since August last year. Do you think that's gonna make him better, sharper?
You know what? It's gonna make Bud wiser. Make him wiser. Give his time, his body to heal up, rest up a little bit. Look, dinks here, dinks there. Take his time getting in shape, get his mind right.
Now,
we'll go in there and do it and make it happen.
A lot of people's talking about the weight. They're talking about that, Bud going up 2 weight classes. He didn't look in spectacular form at 154, but, he's going up in weight to face a bigger guy. What do you say about that?
Let's go, man. Let's go. It ain't about weight all the time.
That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.